Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode, and in today's episode we do another article review and critique, this time about Trooping the Colour, because something happened during Trooping the Colour which I think a lot of you were concerned about at the time when you heard about it. I know we spoke about it in my live chat last night, but this article hopefully will shed a little bit of light on what went wrong, and we'll get into that. I think it tackles it pretty much in the title, which reads, Field Marshal Guthrie, 79, is on the mend in hospital after the former head of the British Army passed out and fell off his horse in 73 Fahrenheit heat at Trooping the Colour. Yes, so Field Marshal Guthrie fell off his horse, and some of you may have noticed that actually put the timings out during Trooping the Colour. But obviously a lot of you were very concerned about Lord Guthrie, so I wanted to bring you this update. So this article was by Connor Boyd and Nick White for the Mail Online and was published on the 10th of June 2018. So there we have a photograph actually of Lord Guthrie falling off his horse. Not a very pleasant sight to see, but there we go, that's the reality, that actually did happen. So let's read on. So the former Army Chief of General Staff was riding back to Buckingham Palace when he began to look ill. He fell from his horse and was treated by paramedics at the scene, after police officers rushed in to his aid. Lord Guthrie was then rushed to hospital, where he is said to be on the mend, after spending the night there. An MOD spokesman said, Lord Guthrie is being treated in hospital and we wish him a speedy recovery. Senior officers riding next to him tried to prop him up as he slumped backwards with his eyes closed. Field Marshal Charles Guthrie is on the mend in hospital after falling from his horse and landing on his head as he rode outside Buckingham Palace during Trooping the Colour. The 79-year-old was rushed to hospital after being treated at the scene by paramedics and is being well looked after. Okay, so there we see another photograph of what appears to be Lord Guthrie slumped on his horse. These photos don't make for very good viewing, but there we see him being attended by the police. His fall slightly delayed the royal balcony appearance celebrating the Queen's official 92nd birthday on Saturday afternoon, the first to include Prince Harry's new bride, Meghan Markle, or rather the Duchess of Sussex as she should be known by now. Lord Guthrie slumped in his saddle and appeared to faint and fell sideways to his left in front of Buckingham Palace in the middle of the Mall near the Victoria Memorial. Nearby, police immediately rushed to his aid until paramedics arrived and the two senior army officers trotting beside him stopped and looked distressed. Now we see a further photograph of Lord Guthrie slumped in the saddle. Okay, so I'm going to go back up and rest on this photo. So it appears, obviously now we know exactly what happened. It was probably due to the heat, and of course it was an incredibly hot day, and when you're wearing that big uniform and the big bearskin hat, you're on a horse, so you're elevated even more into that heat, into that soaring heat. He must have just become overwhelmed completely by the heat. It does happen. We see sometimes during Trooping the Colour and other certain parades that sometimes people faint. It's a human response to the heat. So what we have learnt from this article is obviously what happened, but also that he is on the mend. So that hopefully will put all of our minds at rest. If you would like to leave Lord Guthrie a message of support in this video, then please feel free to do so in the comments section below. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a big old thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye.